New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe launches on January 11th, and with a year that promises such epic titles as Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem, and Luigi's Mansion, we've been scrutinizing this first release quite heavily here at SwitchForce. What do we make of it? Well, one of us is very excited, one of us not so much, and today we're here to tell you exactly why. If you guys are ready for New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe and you enjoy the video, definitely hit that like button. We super appreciate it. Let us know your take in the comments down below. Gabe, this is one that we've gone back and forth on, but I gotta say, a big Mario right off the bat, pretty darn cool.
It is, and I just want to say that our feelings on this kind of mirror the audience's feelings, where it seems like half the people are really excited and half the people just kind of couldn't care less. It is a Mario experience, so it's going to have some notoriety and care for it. It's going to happen, but there's a lot of reasons to be both positive and negative, and I'm going to spoil people right off the bat, Zach. I'm going to tell them I'm going to be the negative one on this one, but get us started here. Why are you excited?
The first reason, as I just alluded to, is that you're getting a major Nintendo title right away in 2019, 11 days into the new year, and boom, Mario on Switch. This one was a late 2018 announcement. Some people thought it might even launch in 2018 to fill a gap, but alas, they saved it for 2019, and I kind of like that. While every other company is taking a little bit of time to acclimate to the new number atop the calendar, Nintendo says, hey, play Mario right away. Less than 2 weeks in, that's a super awesome feeling, especially for all these brand new Switch owners.
Yeah, I can't argue that. That is cool. I do like that we're getting a brand new Switch exclusive game from Nintendo right away. I guess the way that I'm going to paint it here, it's one that I've played before, and a lot of people have played it before because it sold well on Wii U. It was one of the few Wii U games that actually did really, really well, and I've honestly grown kind of tired of the Wii U ports. Donkey Kong was an exception for me because I hadn't experienced that too much. But some of these other ones that I end up getting excited for, and then once they come out, I don't spend enough time with them as I originally thought I would. And I have a feeling that that's what would happen with this one if I went ahead and got it. But yeah, I've played it. It's a port. It's more Wii U stuff on Nintendo Switch, and I've kind of come to grips with that. I've had my time with the Wii U games.
I would agree that my port party has deflated considerably since the Switch's inception, but for me, I pretty much passed over New Super Mario Bros. U on Wii U, so it's much more fresh in my household. I played a little bit of it at launch, of course. I bought it and dabbled, but I did not dive deep, and this one includes the new Super Luigi content that was added later on, so it is a beefy package with a ton of levels, and it's going to have the quality, the prowess, the controls, and the gameplay loop that Mario always delivers. And if you haven't really experienced all the levels, all the worlds, all of the extras, there's a lot of game here for you to get in on.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of become a little bit of a scapegoat reason why we could still be excited. Yeah, if you've never played it, it's new, but that goes for any experience on the planet. Yeah, if you've never done it, it's new to you, cool. But they are giving us the same game with not a lot of new additions, and that's gonna be my next rebuttal here. We're getting Nabbit, we're getting Toadette, and Peachette with the transformation there. But there's not a lot of new stuff besides some UI changes and little quality of life stuff. The game is a game. There's not a lot of new additions, and it was the same thing for Donkey Kong. We got Funky, but not too much else. And I wish that Nintendo just kind of added more stuff for players that have experienced these things already the first go around.
It would definitely be nice, and I can't deny that I wish there were more alterations, even if it was as simple as hey, throw in some new cool outfits for Mario, give us an exclusive Switch-only world, maybe even make a 2D stage out of New Donk City. Plenty of options here that would have been pretty cool, but I will say that challenge mode, while not new to the game, is pretty new overall to 2D Mario, and it's absolutely epic. Whether they're time trials or coin collectathons or some of the special stages that they've created, it's very interesting to play Mario from an achievement hunter's perspective, where you're going to accomplish something super fast with a whole lot of skill and a whole lot of perfection. It adds a whole new element, whereas this game is normally a co-op romp that is fun to just experience and enjoy with your friends and family. They view New Super Mario Bros. As the introductory Mario platformer experience. These challenges are for the hardcore. These challenges, Gabe, could be for you if you get it, and I think if you haven't experienced Mario in this way, it really is the cream of this package's crop.
See, and that's cool, right? I didn't really dive into them the first time, so this would be perfect, Zach. But the fact that I gotta pay full price to even dive into that's sort of a big negative to me. I wish that they would give us some discount. In the case of Donkey Kong, they got to pay more than the game originally was. That's silly for me. But this one, full price, and these things don't go on sale very often. Nintendo games just traditionally do not do that. But paying full price for a port that's now a little bit older, it was in the last generation, without any type of discount, when you're not doing a lot of new additions whatsoever, it becomes really hard to justify that with so many new experiences looming.
Yeah, it's true. I would definitely rather have a brand new Mario, and I will say that the co-op aspect of this and the challenge mode aspect are what have me very excited. And specifically given that so many of the big Nintendo experiences in year one were solo affairs, Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then so many of the year two experiences were pretty competitive. Mario Tennis Aces, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. A sweet spot co-op game for me and my girlfriend to really get into will be awesome. Something that is approachable but still fun, something that we can laugh and enjoy together and still has a whole lot of quality. I'm pretty pumped to start the year with a nice title for me and her to play together. It's sort of why this game exists in some senses, that you want to experience it with people that aren't as familiar with games. And then you have the challenge mode that backs up the hardcore elements for when you want to play solo. I'm just pumped to play it co-op. I think that is going to be super fun. Give her Peachette. It's a bold new face in the Nintendo world. I'll play as Mario, and we'll make our way through all the stages and start the year off really right.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say about the co-op stuff, you have other co-op games coming, right? Yoshi's coming, and that's going to be a fun co-op experience, and it's going to be new. So that's sort of where I would go with that. Although, it's undeniable, playing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe with a girlfriend, a family member, anyone, you're going to have fun. You're not going to be bored by the game. It's not a bad game by any means, but you're right. Maybe I just need a co-op partner, Zach. Maybe that's why I'm not excited here.
Yeah, it's not Mario, it's you, Gabe. It's you.
All right, Zach. But this is Mario. And maybe that's one of the last negative things I'll touch on here. Do you think that this being Mario is going to limit any other Mario stuff from happening the rest of the year? Now, I don't think that this is the only Mario game we get on Switch. I don't think that at all. I think we get something more competitive. But it's not time for a new big Mario. And could this kind of be just what they're doing to fixate fans of, the famed mascot for Nintendo, and then just kind of ignore him for the rest of the year? That's one thing I worry about. Have they covered their bases with this?
I'm very nervous about the exact same thing, and that is where I start to feel a little bit of trepidation about NSMBUD. Quite the acronym, and quite the game, but will they at Nintendo view this as, hey, we put Mario out there, we want this one to sell, and we want it to stand up as the, major Mario game of 2019. I agree, Mario will be back in some capacity, but when we're crossing our fingers for such titles as maybe a new Mario Strikers or something different altogether, it does start to get a little bit overwhelming if you have too much Mario in one year, and we know Nintendo knows that. So if New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe exists as just an opportunity to get Mario out there early, to satiate new Nintendo Switch owners who've already purchased Smash and Pokemon, and to give us a co-op 2D, more simple experience in the Mushroom Kingdom, great. But if it is going to be utilized as a reason or a limiting factor for another Mario experience, I feel shaky about that. But we won't know until E3 rolls around, until directs start dropping. Right now, though, I am pretty pumped. Gabe, I know you're not. I'm hoping that I can still win you over. But how do you guys feel in the comments down below? We know it's a pretty even split. Have these positive and negatives swayed you one way or the other? Gone from a purchase to a pass, or a pass to a purchase? Let us know in the comments down below, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. A fantastic day. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest and greatest from the Switch, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and whatever else Nintendo and Mario decide to do in 2019. In the meantime, we love you. For myself and Gabe, SwitchForce out.